Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to cover the dart pads from OneOfZero, and please, for me, hit that subscribe button down below and let me know whether you prefer desk pads or square mouse pad. For the dart series, they have two sizes per mouse pad, a desk pad variant like you see here, and a medium variant that's 490 x 430. To begin, I'll start with the control pad. This is their control surface, and I personally feel like it's the safest of the dart pad series, and it provides a speed best suited for TAC FPS, but not too slow for tracking games. The surface feel is like a more traditional for control pads, in the sense that it feels a bit grainy and provides just a bit of feedback on your mouse pad and skin. The surface pairs well with arm sleeves the least out of the bunch. I would say that wearing a sleeve on this pad is still a positive experience, but only one sleeve I've tried providing a similar friction to my arm rather than just less friction overall, and that's the Vancer sleeve. But sleeves like the Pulsar sleeve and Lizardskin's Performance sleeve, they're all better experience than the Vancer sleeve are. I would compare the friction and mouse control to a Saturn Pro, for example. That's just the pad that catches my mind the most when I'm thinking about this surface. But to move on something faster, we have the hybrid pad, surprisingly. And for some reason, it's the fastest out of all three pads here today. The dart pad is insanely low friction, be it static or dynamic. Most of the stopping power you get is from the mouse feet or by pushing the mouse down into the pad. It's still good for TAC FPS personally, but I can see some people finding it to be a bit too fast in some scenarios. How the surface handles sleeves is also very surprising. Even with more textured on the surface rather than the control pad, I don't own a sleeve that doesn't glide well or cause discomfort with this mouse pad. It provides low friction overall across all sleeves I have, and I can't really say any complaints in that regard. The hybrid pad has the most texture out of the bunch as well. I would definitely recommend using full-size skates instead of dots, as when you push it in, you can kind of feel the base of the mouse scrape a little bit, so keep that in mind. But the closest mouse pad I can describe that the speed compares to is maybe a worn down Raiden or a Londa Blitz, to put it in perspective. It's a standout for me and is probably my personal favorite of the three that I have here today. Now for the final pad, we have the speed variant, and it's my favorite of the three under some conditions. Now I know I just said the hybrid pad was my favorite, but this will make some sense in a moment. To me, this feels as slow as some control pads on the market and is only marginally faster than the control pad they offer. But they will be updating the speed mousepad itself since it's still in production, and the unit I have is pre-production and utilizes a foam base that causes some static friction issues between the mouse feet and a mouse pad, causing the surface to feel much slower. I believe this will be entirely fixed with the updated version they have after this feedback. It will be using a polyurethane base, and apparently this should fix the static friction generated and should improve the experience greatly. OneOfZero seems to believe that updating the base will fix these issues, and I am going to agree with them. I believe the base itself is what's causing the static buildup. Now, there are some things that I think they need to do to make this surface more favorable. Immediately, I noticed it was a tad bit slower than I was expecting out of the box after trying the hybrid pad first. This could be due to the foam base on my unit causing some static friction between the mouse feet and mouse. Causing some static between the mouse feet and the mouse pad to build up, but OneOfZero are telling me they do believe the base itself caused this issue, so it will have no weirdness or random slowdowns like I'm experiencing now. It also should be unaffected by humidity, whereas the foam pad, I definitely noticed some muddiness where it was humid in my workspace. I think all three of these pads are definitely good in their own right, taking into consideration the new updated speed version. They all utilize an extremely sticky polyurethane base that literally peels off my desk, and this is all without any added moisture or treatment to get the pad to stick better. The bases are all extremely sticky and premium feeling. They provide a firm to mid-soft firmness, and all for as low as even $36 for the smaller 490 by 430 version, and $60 for the full Deskapd sizing at 900 x 480. And even though OneOfZero were kind enough to send these out for review, they do mainly have a Canadian audience, but still provide competitive shipping rates to American customers. Now, I'm writing and recording this video before any tariffs or price jumps, so this is not OneOfZero's fault, as American pricing shouldn't reflect poorly on them. You can get these pads shipped to the US as of the time I'm recording this video for as low as $10. That should be the end of today's video, but let me know down below what your favorite color on a mousepad is, and have the day you deserve.